This is a unique horror film, shot in a mockumentary style, that has left many audiences haunted. Inspired by creepy Japanese urban legends, it exploits stories believed to be true to deliver a truly authentic sense of fear, without keeping you waiting any longer. Let's get started. The story revolves around a paranormal researcher named Kudo, along with his two assistants, a young woman named Miho, and a cameraman named Toshiro. They are specialists in investigating mysterious phenomena and famous urban legends circulating on Japanese social media. On this day, they receive a tape filmed by two freelance students. The tape captures footage of a woman exhibiting strange behavior. Initially, she is just standing still on a street corner, but she suddenly rushes toward the camera with terrifying speed, causing the two students to flee in panic. Kudo identifies that the woman in the footage closely resembles the legend of Kuchisake-onna, the slit-mouthed woman, who haunted Japan in the 80s. According to legend, she would block the path of children and ask, "Am I beautiful?" If the answer is yes, the victim's mouth is slit to her. If no, they are killed on the spot. Aiming to uncover the identity of the Kuchisake-onna, Kudo and his assistants meet the two students who sent the tape. They are taken to the exact location where the woman was seen. The students describe her as being unusually tall and moving with abnormal speed. Kudo demands one of the group members run from the starting point to compare speeds. After reviewing the footage, they conclude that the Kuchisake-onna's speed far exceeds human limits. Furthermore, the students mention that while being chased, they saw the woman appear from a different direction, even though there were no shortcuts, as if she could teleport. The group proceeds to interview local residents. A girl mentions hearing about the slit-mouthed woman, but isn't sure if it's true. A man claims he met the woman on a rainy night. She offered him a cigarette, but he walked away pretending not to see anything. Another person denies her existence entirely, calling it a rumor, but leads the group to a utility pole covered in papers that look like suicide notes. Miho notes that the paper is very fresh and likely written by a human. The investigation leads them to a nearby park inhabited by homeless people. One man agrees to talk, describing a woman wearing a mask, a trench coat, and very long hair. He reveals that a friend of his mysteriously vanished over a month ago, and claims the ropes tied around the area are part of a dark ritual set up by that woman. He also mentions that 32 children have gone missing near the mountain area, and recently, even homeless people have started disappearing. When Miho shows him a photo of the Kuchisake-onna, he confirms it is the woman he saw and believes she will come for him soon. Because of this, he carries a talisman made of long hair, used for exorcism. He claims to have seen her move incredibly fast, even floating into trees, though no one believes him. When asked about the talisman, he says a nearby woman makes them. A few days later, the two students call to report seeing the Kuchisake-onna again. The group returns to the scene and finds the number of suicide notes has increased significantly. Just then, Miho spots the woman, but when they chase her, she vanishes. 2 days later, the group contacts a folklore researcher in Kansai and learns that hair talismans were popular in the 80s, believed to protect people from evil spirits. The researcher introduces them to a medium experienced in ancient rituals. From these clues, the medium performs a ritual that could be very dangerous, warning that strange phenomena might occur. She asks to see the image of the talisman, but Miho presents the photo of the Kuchisake-onna instead, suggesting a direct link. Kudo deduces that she is, indeed, the slit-mouthed woman, and is likely behind the mass disappearances and deaths in the area. The group learns her real name is Misa Kataki, a witch who once lived in this village. She cursed and murdered her lover, who happened to be the medium's younger brother. The medium asks to see the image of the talisman again, to focus her energy. She begins the ritual, chanting in an unintelligible language. Shortly after, she behaves strangely, and a woman suddenly appears right in front of them before vanishing in the blink of an eye. Kudo searches the house, but finds no trace. The medium concludes she can no longer help, as the entity is no longer human, and she has never faced anything so terrifying. Before they leave, she warns them absolutely not to pursue the entity. Outside, Miho speculates the slit-mouthed woman interfered with the ritual, and Kudo admits even he doesn't understand what just happened. The group continues investigating the park. When Miho asks a man why residents are leaving, he says everyone is terrified of unexplainable phenomena. They return to find the homeless man who provided info, but as they approach, he is suddenly struck and killed by a vehicle. At the scene, they find the cursed hair talisman. Upon reviewing the footage, they clearly see the slit-mouthed woman standing right behind the victim. Meanwhile, the two students film another video, stating that recently someone knocks on their door early in the morning, but no one is there when they open it. They install cameras inside and outside. When the knocking starts, they check but see no one. Kudo's team reviews this footage and discovers the slit-mouthed woman was the one knocking, even trying to open the door. Kudo believes she will return, so they decide to stake out the area all night. The first night passes quietly. On the second night of the ambush, she finally appears. Kudo calls the students, warning that she is heading toward their house. The woman knocks, and when asked if she is Misa Kataki, she answers yes. She immediately begins chanting, sending the students into a loss of control. Kudo honks the car horn to distract her, helping them snap out of it just in time. The woman then lunges right in front of them. Miho panics and yells for Kudo to drive, and he rams the car straight into her. However, the woman immediately stands up, revealing a mouth slit all the way to her ears, terrifying everyone. The group tries to chase her, but they lose her completely. Following this event, one of the two students mysteriously disappears. Days later, the remaining student takes Kudo's team to his friend's apartment, where they find a hair talisman. Miho suggests taking it to the medium. However, as they leave the apartment, the camera accidentally captures the slit-mouthed woman hiding inside the closet. If you found this series interesting, please leave a like and a comment to give me motivation to make the next episodes. Thank you, and see you in the next videos.